Hello Aquarius and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of February in the areas of love and relationship. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. First we're going to start with your spirit animal oracle card, and for you the horse spirit came out, which is all about freedom. The freedom is yours. So think about whatever you've been kind of going through. Think freely. This is a great time for you to kind of explore the freedom that you are kind of bestowed upon. Some of you might want to travel, some of you might want to move. This is really a very free-spirited energy. Maybe some of you went through some difficult time and you're kind of finally you are feeling free. You are feeling free from something that was holding you back. Beautiful energy to explore, but we'll see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, you do have the Lovers card. The Lovers is the card of law of attraction. You are definitely attracting something into your life. This is all about soulmate energy. If you're single, you're definitely attracting your soulmate, or if you are in an existing relationship, you have soulmate connection. This is the kind of energy when you're like so attracted to each other that you cannot even take off of your hands of each other. This is a card also of decision. Some of you need to make some kind of a big decision this time that's life altering, and it is also a card of big yes. So we'll see what that's gonna pan out for you. In the first card you have here is the King of Swords. The King of Swords, which is the card that's representing yourself or a person you're dealing with. This is a person who's very chatty, somebody who is very logical and focused on the facts and cares about the truth and nothing but the truth. So for some of you, being logical it's kind of very important this time, and it might be that some kind of a truth is coming out that's gonna be important in terms of making a decision. You also have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, which is all about recovery, healing, and resting. So some of you might have gone through that was very difficult for you emotionally. It might be a breakup, losing something, and you're recovering from it. This is the card that's kind of telling you that you are resting, you are getting over whatever happened to you. And also, like, you know, this is kind of like one of those cards that's telling you that whatever happened to you was a blessing, and just focus on yourself, focus on healing, recovering emotionally, physically. And you also have the Ten of Pentacles. 10 is an end of a cycle, and this is kind of like a very stable card. This is generally an indication of a stable relationship, or it can be that, you know, maybe if you're single, you're going to meet somebody who is richer than you are, or you're going to have a relationship that is based on similar values. This is also can be an indication that some of you are starting your own family, multiple generation, expecting like a long-term reliable relationship, faithful relationship, and some of you are kind of expecting some children as well, as you can see the children in the background. But let's see the next card. The next card we have here is the Judgment. The Judgment is actually very much connected to this free spirit. If you kind of look at the freedom is yours, she is kind of freeing herself. Her soul is feeling free finally. So some of you are going through a cycle of rebirth. You are being reborn from something. You are lifted. Your spirit is lifted. Some of you are kind of rethinking whatever makes you happy from a relationship perspective. What is your goal? What is that you want to achieve? The Judgment can be also that, you know, being judgy. Maybe you are judging yourself a little bit harsh, or if you're in a relationship, maybe you and your partner has been very judgy with each other, so maybe a little bit treat each other easier. But the Judgment can be a decision as well. If some of you are going through a breakup, a divorce, the Judgment can indicate a legal process, and the King of Swords is definitely can be a judge who's making this decision, and maybe, like, you know, in that case the Lovers can signify the big decision. But let's continue. You also have here the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is can indicate a slow moving energy when things are not evolving fast, because the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is doing everything by the book and making sure that every T's are crossed and every I's are dotted. So this is kind of like a as I said, maybe an indication that things are not moving fast enough for you. But generally, from a relationship perspective, it can be somebody who is very reliable, because once the Knight of Pentacles gets going, the success is pretty much guaranteed. So some of you, it might be an indication of a long-term relationship that's coming in, or some of you, it might be that you are already in a long-term relationship. There's, for some of you, there's definitely some kind of a soulmate energy here. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that more people get the message, especially those who need it the most. And for you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you'll push those like and subscribe buttons. I'm always also very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with your life, if you're willing to share it. So the next we have here is the Seven of Cups, which is the card that's telling me that you have some choices to make. This is the card that's indicating that you have a lot of options to choose from. Some of you need to make some kind of a decision. It's definitely connected to the Lover's energy of the decision. Seven of Cups can be mean that maybe you have multiple people to choose from, or just you have a lot of options to elaborate on. It can be also a very dreamy energy. Some of you might be trying to manifest something. Whenever this card comes up, the message of the universe is that, okay, you're dreaming too much. One day you're dreaming this, the other day you're dreaming that. So it's time for you to kind of set your intentions a little bit better, and be a little bit more realistic. But you also have here the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is an indication of leaving, feeling not enough, feeling lack, feeling left outside in the cold. Some of you might be feeling alone. Maybe if you're single, you've been single for a while, and it's been kind of impacting you. Some of you might be single parents. That as an indication of your dating life. This can be also a card of self-sabotaging, when you're focusing on the negativities. Whenever the Five of Pentacles comes up, it's always very important that you focus in positive things. You focus on the good things and be more grateful whatever you have in your life. And if you're feeling alone, there's definitely help for you to reach out for help. And if you kind of went through a breakup, because the Five of Pentacles can indicate that, don't forget that the message is the freedom is yours. So it's kind of it has to be, you kind of need to focus on the free-spirited and just focus on yourself. Five of Pentacles can also mean that if you're in a relationship, some of you might be feeling alone in the relationship, and it can be also a card that indicating that your partner is going through some kind of a financial difficulty that's impacting you as well. Now the last card we have here is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, which is definitely indicating an end of a cycle. You have two tens, both the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, so there's definitely an end of a cycle. Generally, the Ten of Wands is indicating some burdens that you're carrying with you, some baggages, so-called, when you are kind of not over certain things that happen to you. So it's time to kind of free yourself from all of these baggages, like, the freedom is yours. Some of you might have just, packed all of your belongings and just moved out. But definitely the Ten of Wands indicating an end of a cycle, when something became very burdenful, something that started with a lot of passion, but now it is more of a burden. It can be a relationship that turned into that, or even like being single might have started with lots of passion and lots of fun, but now it's no longer. Ten of Wands also indicating that you are very close to achieving your goal. So whatever you're trying to achieve, even though it's been going slow, I think you're close to finishing it. And at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Seven of Wands, which is a card that's telling me that you're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to stand your ground and protect yourself from previous experiences. But again, focus on your freedom. The freedom is yours. You're able to achieve whatever you want, and just focus on all the positive things, because you have the Lovers in the center, which is all about love of attraction. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.